a little bit. I feel like the fact that they haven't won is an issue, but also the fact that they got swept by a Dignitas team that's no longer in the tournament is also something to pay attention to. Just very inconsistent results. So I'm not really sure what Triple Trouble are expecting going into this one. It's definitely going to have to be one of those adapt over time, but regardless, here we go. It's another matchup similar to Dig. Only one of these teams stay alive and move on to round 5.
Oh, just the gauntlet continues to find the stones, and sometimes you have to have stones to be able to close out some of these games. And while we saw S2V do that, wonderful segues. It's always Spaceman. Thank you, Spaceman. Let's get into the game. Scream going to bring this one back to midfield, and, well, game's up. Well, we saw them earlier, and like we said, they brought it to a Game 5 against Vitality. Surely they have learned some beneficial information from that matchup, but either way, we'll see what they can do in this opening series. That one's going to cross its way towards the front of the orange box, and Tadpole will read it downfield, and we stall out now in traffic, not able to get the touch. Into the corner we go. Both teams vying for position.
The pinch off. This could be a good look for Tadpole. Good touch from Zeto to get in front of this one. This one so far has definitely been a bit of a back and forth game here. We've had shots on both sides. GameUp with just a little bit more pressure, so to speak. But Triple Trouble getting things through here. Want to see a little bit more from Tadpole getting involved as well, but also seeing Bluey show off those mechanics that we know he has in his back pocket. Might be essential here for this Triple Trouble squad.
If you guys have been keeping up with Triple Trouble, they've been having a very hot run so far throughout the bracket, but coming into today, listen, it hasn't been living up to expectations, and they fell early. And now we sit here where a qualifying match essentially ensues. The loser of this is knocked out, and we will not see them next weekend. But again, we move on. Nobody yet to score. 3 minutes still left in the game. A big demo will open up the front of the net, but whoa. Zeto is there, and a booming clear back the other way. Calyx, can he get there in time? Not able to do so. Scream reads it downfield and gets the lucky bump as well.
Yeah, for this one, Bluey is so far aggressive. Like, she's so far up, he even fully commits to the play. There's no reason to. It's a tied game, 0-0. 3 minutes left on the clock, and he just fully goes for that. And it's just an open net the other way. Calyx tries to get in front of it, but that's just what it is at the end of the day. They try to get one back quickly here, but that is very uncharacteristic to start this one off for Triple Trouble.
You can see them fully committing past midfield as well. We're talking all 3 players up. No double commits out, but looking a little bit shaky on some of these transitions. Not only that, but formulating the offense and creating the passing lanes. Been a little bit awkward, as they're not really known for making small mistakes as that. Surely we'll keep that in the back of our minds and our eyeballs glued to the screen. Scream will read that up into the corner. Challenge won by Triple Trouble. GameUp now have to fall back on defense. Tadpole out in front, does miss the hit, and Cal will have full boost to work with. Can he dribble this one forward? Does get the big knockout, but into the corner, recovery there. And Triple Trouble will bring this back out to midfield as Bluey with the pass forward. Into the corner again. Oh, wait a minute! Spaceman, your eyes are deceptive! That was a goal!
Look at this, great challenge from Bluey. Had no boost, but knew that ball was going in anyways. Had to just grab the 100. That's one way to build things back up. So we are back tied up here. 2 minutes left as a strong challenge from Bluey is all Triple Trouble needs there.
Maybe I'm just having a stroke, but I thought that ball was going right into the corner. Either way, a goal is a goal and it works out perfectly. Bluey gonna try to bring this back down. He will. Challenge ensues. Challenge won. It's Gamer Up who will get back to midfield. Bluey with a booming clear the other way. Can Calyx get ahead of it on top? Oh, the second touch is there. That's an open net. That's too easy to read. The demo from the top of the atmosphere does not matter. Top ropes all aside. It's a goal.
Yeah, actually Cal gets a touch of this, and it's really just from being afraid of Calyx getting a piece of the ball. Throws things off. Bluey just fully commits to that play. That time it works out though. And to Triple Trouble's benefit, they are able to take the lead. They need to. But still, it just doesn't seem like possession's been too definitive. A lot of Triple Trouble's goals so far have been through counterattacks.
Yeah.
And that might work, but giving GameUp some more time, more opportunities on your own end, I don't think that's as beneficial either. We'll have to see with a minute remaining.
Daz, I think you live and die by the press in this game. I mean, you can even look at Rogue in North America, right? Like, They are relentless on offense. They assault time and time again. They leave all 3 men up in the blue half. But they also get burned by it on booming hits. I feel like we're seeing a lot of that on Triple Trouble here. Maybe not as aggressive, but everyone up all the time, and it works out in goals like that. But sometimes you will get burned. 47 seconds left in Game 1. A 2-1 lead for Triple Trouble. Relatively routine, but surely no small task nor feat, as GameUp have been able to come with the aggression. The bounce out gives way to Calix, who loses the challenge. Cal now on the other side. No flip reset and an awkward landing, but that ball will come down in favor of Triple Trouble, and they'll bring it back the other way.
Oh my goodness, Triple Trouble! What a breakout play. Calix in transition. Laser straight to Bluey. Oh, Scream, you're not going to be him to that ball. Beautiful touch from Bluey. And I think that might be the dagger here for Game 1, Spaceman.
That's 3-1. You got 25 seconds. You would like a goal in the next 15. Hold on a minute. I say you live and die by the press, and you live and die by it all the time. Cal wins the face-off, and all of a sudden, it's 3-2. And, look, Caster Curse is in full effect.
Honestly, I'm not. Why am I surprised?
I don't know why
Off
we think
the
these things are
kickoff,
going to go the way we expect.
Yeah, off the kickoff. Like, I just didn't expect a kickoff goal here today.
Well, 18 seconds. I'm going to try to repeat the same sentence, but it probably won't do me well, and I'm not good at English, so we'll leave that one to the wayside. 12 seconds left. Zeto will slow that, bring it to the corner, trying to kill time and also bring it forward. He will get a bit of a booming hit back the other way. Bluey might have done just enough. And wow, from the elbow range, welcome to the logo. Staples Center's lighting up, and Bluey with the long dagger.
Bang. But again, Scream just had a lot of faith. Scream just had a lot of faith in his teammate there. Unfortunately, the whiff comes through, and so does the win for Triple Trouble. They are going to take this. They do end up still doing it with a 2-goal advantage. But this is a very scrappy series to start off with here, Spaceman. To Triple Trouble's benefit, like I said, it is a scrappy series, but they've kind of always been kind of a scrappy team in terms of just fighting all the time, no matter who they go up against. But I'm just really surprised with some of the goals that we saw score today.
I don't think I've seen or heard Mike Breen sound that defeated in a long time. Just a very solemn bang. When we move our way into Game 2, it's 4-2. If you guys are just joining us, we got through an interesting Series 1, and S2V came away with the win over Dignitas, and Triple Trouble were able to close out their woes in this opening part of our series. And this is our second series here of Spaceman and Dazrin working together. And we're going to move into game number 2, a current lead 1-0. Math is easy, English is not. But from what we saw, taking advantage of the open gaps on defense, it was Triple Trouble who put up some insurance runs, and well, they did it pretty well. GameUp had a couple of opportunities and an opening face-off win. After that, though, not a whole lot to talk about. And just good plays all around from TT.
Yeah, great plays there from Triple Trouble. They did a lot of good work, too, on those breakaway chances. That seems to be GameUp's real fault, is stopping the transitional play. Once the ball gets on Triple Trouble's end, they're able to turn it all the way around. They hit some pretty solid pass plays in traffic, but also GameUp's defense is lacking for better, lack of better phrasing. Just not a lot of good touches.
I know what you mean. Like, we're in sync. Yeah. It's the mind meld moment.
Some big whiffs. It was just, again, really uncharacteristic, especially in a situation like this. Maybe nerves coming out to play. But regardless, the team that does clean things up going into this game and for the rest of the series is definitely going to be the one that takes the series.
I think one of my favorite sayings of all time, I don't remember where it comes from, but I'm sure it could be attributed to basically everyone, is whoever makes the least amount of mistakes will usually win the game. And that's usually what happens. So if you come out and you make some polish up, what a wonderful read. Calix puts it right under both defenders, and the angle was just perfection.
Look at the defense here. Look at Zeto. He was just stuck on the back wall. You saw a reach there for a save, but it didn't matter because, again, that defense is just stuck, and they're held to the whim of Triple Trouble's offense.
God. Everyone's
Look
whiffing.
At this.
Everyone's whiffing.
Whiffs, bumps, pitches. Help! Exclamation point, help in the chat. They need help. Another whiff comes through. Bluey will finally get this ball cleared out as Triple Trouble look to maintain the 1-goal lead.
It's Scream will read it into the corner. The demo will help out. Triple Trouble. Bluey will slow it down. Now up for the read. And a challenge at the ceiling. We'll pinch it out. Tadpole gains it. We'll try to reel it in, but again, back to midfield. Both teams just setting out warning shots, it looks like. Calyx with a shot on net and a save away. That'll do his job perfectly. Still a 1-0 lead. Plenty of time to work through. Back and forth we go with some of these hits. That one's just off kilter to the right, into the corner. Taken away by Scream. Grabs boost in the process and retains possession. Wraps it around, and the challenge from Bluey will stave away this push. A follow-up attempt and a good read. Calyx defense, Triple Trouble, all coming into fruition here. They find ways to stay strong, cut off the passes, boost starve if they can. If not, well, let's hold on for dear life and hope for the best. Back the other way. Tadpole, easy reads back out to midfield. Again, both teams throwing darts at the board. No one able to find the center yet. But it works just enough. You're reading the defense, you're splitting them out, and splitting hairs is all the difference here in Rocket League.
It is. Now look at Bluey. He'll leave that for Tadpole, trying to come up quick. Triple Trouble trying to thin out this GameUp squad, but Scream flip reset, can't get the challenge in time. Cal will just try to play it in the corner and buy his team some time, but at this point, Triple Trouble feeling confident with the 1-goal lead. They've been able to hold things off so far, make some pretty good transitional plays. That's a huge clear downfield. Calyx actually gets demoed instead of getting a demo. So the team's offense will have to reset for a bit.
And now this is where you swing. This is where you bring your forces up if you're gamer up. You have to be able to capitalize on what's the dimension on offense. Do you throw 1 or 2 shots into the corner? Do you try using the backboard? Can you bring the ball up to the ceiling? So many different ways to play, but you can't get beat on defense like that. Luckily, Cal is there for the save. A 1-0 lead and looked like an offensive opportunity. But back the other way we go. Triple Trouble recover on defense, and now they have some chances here to get the ball in the net. Not able to do it for the moment. I think Tadpole got a bad whiff, but Bluey will be there in the back line. Thank you, third man. Love to see ya. Bluey gets it around 1, and Cal will intercept. And back the other way again we go.
Now that ball play into the corner. Great clear from Tadpole. Transitional game, again, still just a plus for Triple Trouble. As they, again, are trying to hold things on. That one, is that going in? No, just off the post. Close chance there to get this game tied up, but still nothing working for the boys in blue. They only have a shot on record as well. As we approach the final minute, Triple Trouble has been doing a good job of facilitating, keeping things focused on offense. They're sitting at 7 shots of their own, looking for 8 as Tadpole goes up and tries to play that off the backboard. Bluey's, there's the 8th, just off. As, again, the pressure is mounting for TT.
It just seems like when GameUp's able to clear their side, they throw maybe a booming hit down, or they clear the ball, and they just don't have any other idea at that point what the next step is, right? Maybe you have one good team push, but after that, there's not a lot of follow-up from this team coming into Game 2. And that has to change. I know it's only a 1-0 lead, but you need more dimensions on offense. The levels to this team needs to increase. You can't afford to sit back on defense for too long. You will get burned at some point. 15 seconds left here in Game 2. GameUp doing their best to get back to midfield, but the pressure, absolutely detrimental as they find their way forward, and Triple Trouble have not let themselves get out of the blue half. 3 seconds left, only one person moving forward. Scream trying to keep it on the top of his bar. It's Zeto up top, and that will get hit right to the left of the post. Accuracy was not there, would have probably been blocked either way. But man, Triple Trouble refusing to let GameUp get anywhere near midfield.
Yeah, at the final seconds, GameUp actually have a pretty clear chance. They played it pretty much all the way past Triple Trouble as far as they could while trying to put a shot on. It wasn't enough. Spaceman, in my opinion, I believe this series was scripted and crafted to give Stacks a heart attack as a Triple Trouble fan, because again, this one's been coming down to the wire. There's been mistakes on both sides. Triple Trouble barely holding on here, but they are up 2-0 in the series. They just need one more to close it out. Well,
Daz, look, even with the mistakes, I think anyone watching that game too would come away with the conclusion that even then it wasn't close. I mean, Triple Trouble had complete control of the ball. Sure, a couple of instances where GameUp were able to move their way through, get to the orange half, but they couldn't do anything other than that. They really just had no shot opportunities. And that's thanks to the midfield pressure from Triple Trouble. They're playing the game correctly. Almost look like they're in autopilot right now. as Bluey could not get the touch on that follow pass. Tadpole will, however, respond, and Scream will take it away. So into the corner we go. Calyx with not a lot of boost, and now he has none. Bluey, the paved way is clear, and that demo comes out. Tadpole leads it out. Scream will take it away. A good chance here as GameUp now follow in transition.
There's a transition, like you said. Good turn there from Cal. Instead of being aggressive, he waits for the ball to be played into him. Also gets a demo on Tadpole, slowing things down. Zeto tries. Scream is in position. Pass Cal mid, shot, blocked. Scream, follow up. No, off the bar. No touch as well. Zeto out to Cal. Can they score? They can. GameUp get a goal.
And that's what they needed. So many times in game 2, we saw them throw shots on net that were just a little too high, a little to the left, a little to the right. Finally, the follow-up, second, third, and fourth chance opportunities give you goals. We see it there. 1-0 lead. This stops the bleeding. This responds on offense. This gives them some confidence moving forward.
It does. Now Scream taking that confidence and putting it into a solo play. Good block from Bluey, though. GameUp really are trying to turn things on offensively. A big change from last game where the offensive chances were little to none. Only 3 shots coming through. And they've gotten double that in the first minute of this game. So far, Triple Trouble have not been on the board offensively just yet, but they're looking to change that off of this play. Straight down to Tadpole, but the block comes out from Scream.
You're up 200%, but you could tell if Tadpole gets up a little bit quicker, maybe he reads that off the wall. Maybe they get a goal there, but still a 1-0 lead. As this one might not stand for long. 2 will commit. The challenge, not 1. That's actually a big clear as well. You had 2 players commit, and they lost boost in the process. Zeto gets taken out of the play. Bluey going to try to serve up to Tadpole. He's going to take it himself. A little bit off angle, and it's read away. Scream with the defensive clear, and back into the corner we go. Calyx does not win the 50. At midfield, recovered. The GameUp will move this one forward, one at a time, seeing what they can find. And it's a shot down, and Tadpole will make it land.
There you go, Tadpole. Look at that. Great pass there from Calyx, but also a beautiful read from Tadpole. You know Tadpole's got to be happy with that one. Beautiful shot. Triple Trouble are back into this game.
They always say the McDonald's machine is broke, but that self-serve was quite nice, I will say myself. That's a reference for the Boomers. That one's going to bang into the corner. Ricochets around a little bit, but Calyx will slow it down. Over 1. Thought for a minute I was going to punch my webcam, but back the other way we go to midfield. And again on defense is GameUp, trying their best to withstand the pressure.
My co-caster's younger than me and is making Boomer references.
I'm younger, but my mind is aged. It's pain.
You know what's paying this defense right now? Almost a goal scored for GameUp. But Bluey able to clear this one through. Calyx, again, trying to get a touch. GameUp now, we see them, Spaceman, with a lot of offensive pressure here. Yep. They're able to get some demos. They're able to make Triple Trouble look as if, you know, this is their scrappy team. But, again, on the other side of things, they just haven't been able to come up with anything on offense. Triple Trouble are always there to get in front. And the pass plays in transition are still something that GameUp have no answer for.
Well, you need to have that pressure. One of the things I say all the time, speaking of demos, they're everywhere right now. Here they keep coming. Why not? Empty calorie shots are sometimes a plague of a team's mindset. You can throw a couple, 2, 3, 4 shots on net throughout the game, but if they're just easy reads, what really do you have other than one-dimensional play, right? It's easy to read, the dimensions aren't there, the quality isn't there. So if you continue to follow up and find 3rd, 4th, 5th chance opportunities, it no longer becomes an empty calorie, it becomes something you can work off of, substance the team needs to move forward. But with a tie game still, will we see an overtime here? Or will we see a goal come out? Is this ball moving forward? It's Cal who brings it out. Up into the ceiling. Scream going to try to read just underneath it. Could not get the flip over. And a booming hit back to midfield. Cal has to recover. No boost, though. That's the biggest problem. Tadpole will read it over. Challenge again, won by GameUp. 49 seconds, Daz. Here comes the attack. It's out front. It's an open net. I don't know where the defense was, but knock, knock, knock. You have to answer the call. They weren't able to do it.
And look at that, Zeto picks this one up on the hood. The demo comes through, and like you said, no one home. Crucial time in the game for GameUp to get a goal, and they make it a big one.
You're down 2-0 in the series. That's vital. Pushing this to a Game 4 is everything you need. A big demo from Scream could clear way, but all of a sudden, triple trouble in your half, and troubles are brewing. Here they come. Scream will take it away. Red out. Challenge to Bluey. That one ricochets, and Bluey is going to try to follow. Can he center it for Calyx? Not able to do so. Tadpole, the third man there. Zeto slows it on the wall. Back down. The angle, not the power, though. Back to midfield. A good defensive hold as GameUp have done everything right in the last 30 seconds to slow this game down, but Tadpole with a flick and the read from Zeto.
Calyx trying to make a last-second play come through, but will it? Cal says no. The clears out. One more bounce. Turns it to a pass play. Not enough speed. Bluey has to keep it up to Calyx. Back to Bluey. Scream getting involved. Tadpole. Oh, nope, that's going to hit the ground. GameUp are still fighting. They stay alive and take this game.
Gamers have to rise up or the game will be up. I saw that at one point when I was doing some research on this team, and I thought it was a cringy hashtag, and I was correct because it doesn't really flow off the tongue. But hey, it works. 2-1. We move into game number 4. Love to see it. Wonderful work. And that's what we needed. Follow-up shots led them into their first goal here in game 3. Then they get lucky. They play offense correctly. They get an opening break, take advantage of the fast break, get in, slam it home. It's all good in the hood. 2-1 win in game 3. We move into game 4, folks. And yeah, it's feeling pretty good right now if you're GameUp. Confident, vibes are flowing, comms are hot, everyone's looking good, the beards are trimmed, having a good time.
Having a good, I would say they're having a good time. Elimination station. They just missed the train.
I will give you a second to rethink that.
Don't do that. Not after you just set that little hashtag, sir. You are Captain Cringe, Captain Spaceman. All right?
You say Captain Crunch. I was like, we're getting off topic, but hell, I like Captain Crunch. That's great.
I hate it here.
Oh, God. Welcome to Game 4. I'm sorry for your ears. Caster Machine broke. NA Production Keck W, but it's 4:45. Here we go. Still series point as GameUp on the brink. They bring it out in Game 3. Can they follow that same recipe here? We'll see what happens. 4:35 into the corner. Scream will read it. Was pivotal in defense in Game 3. And a wonderful touch. That one hangs a little too long. And back down. Oh. What a play. Calyx reads it.
Beautiful pass from Tadpole. Straight to Calyx. Zeto, he thought he was getting a touch to get the clear, but he just helps Triple Trouble line it all up. Beautiful. That's how you want to start off this game. And Triple Trouble do it with an early goal.
That's where if you're in comms, you're just saying, I'm lagging, bro. We're chilling. So good. Just don't worry about it. At least that's what I say. Back the other way. Midfield. Calyx cannot win the challenge. Tadpole, a little too high on that shot. Angle was there. Just too much power. Cal will center. Scream. Trying to dunk, but will not get it there. Again, this ball continues to find its way centered in the front of the net. Played off. Cal with a soft touch. Bluey gets knocked right into it. And the follow-up attempts have been great. Zeto does miss the hit. Not really sure what just happened in the past 30 seconds in front of the net, but hey, it's looking pretty good right now if you're GameUp.
Looking pretty scary too. Tadpole puts a shot on. GameUp still fighting to stay alive in this Swiss bracket. They don't have any more games to lose. You just have to win. So now Triple Trouble, their biggest issue is closing things out. They just haven't been able to do that yet. They have the lead here, but can they hold on to it? A lot of time left here for GameUp. Tension is rising. They need to make a play.
It's the Daz strat. Just don't lose, just win. Come on, forehead.
Forehead.
Challenge back to midfield. Bluey will extend it. Cannot get it around Zeto, who does slow it and recovers nicely. Up to Scream. Tadpole will meet him in the air, and he'll win the challenge back down on the ground. So again, recovery efforts from Triple Trouble have been perfect thus far. Still a 1-0 lead. Tadpole with not a great touch there. They'll play that into the corner, and Zeto going to try to swing for boost and bring himself back to midfield to center. And there he goes. Perfectly called. Thank you, Spaceman. Off the backboard. Second touch not there. Cal and Scream too far back in the back line. I understand you want to protect against a booming hit, but you need some numbers there on offense if you're trying to facilitate.
You do need some numbers, and that's just something that we haven't been seeing too much, is that consistent pressure. Meanwhile, looking at Triple Trouble, they're trying to put some consistent pressure on, but it does get out of their hands. Cal tasked with pushing this one through. That pinch, what a pinch, by the way. Sent straight to tap hole. I don't know how he was in the right spot at the right time. Does recover. Oh my! Bluey! What a follow-up!
Bluey! No! Tadpole! The read off the ground. The assist from Bluey. Ba-bam! Are you kidding me? Rocket League, where do we go from here?
Triple Trouble needs to go up. He needs to continue it. It's a 2-goal lead here. 2 minutes left. But still time for Triple Trouble to throw this one away. It's still time for GameUp to come back in it. Again, they got to leave everything out on the pitch. They are working on it. Look at Cal. Nice flip reset. Plays it into the corner. Great touch there. Great effort. But does it matter if they can't keep the possession? Scream keeps it up. That's a double commit. But they're playing things forward here, Spaceman. It just seems like GameUp just cannot find what it takes to get that ball into the midfield to set up a shot. I say that. Cal hit a clean redirect, and the touch is so far off, it just kills the offensive momentum.
Daz, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we've seen that a couple of times in this series where they get a decent read past midfield, and the touch they have on the ball to either center it or get it on net is a little high. It's a little to the left, to the right. Like, am I missing something, or it just kind of seems like their accuracy isn't there right now?
The accuracy isn't there. You're not missing anything. The accuracy just is not there. You get a good touch. Their best chances come when Triple Trouble are all the way in the net, which means that, you know, they're not really quality chances, but it's all they have gotten so far. Meanwhile, look at this. Triple Trouble are dancing around them. Tadpole will pick up a third, and I kind of think that this is going to be it here.
That's a pretty nice goal right there. 3-0. I mean, what more do you want me to say? That's a nice goal. That's a nice goal. I like that goal. 3-0. 45 seconds. At this point, you need a goal in the next 5. What a save from Zeto. Unfortunately, could not be there defensively for GameUp in the past 3 attempts. And man, oh man, Triple Trouble. Commanding lead here. I mean, they had stalled out on defense after having that 1-0 lead, but they have really put the pedal to the metal in this last closing 2 minutes. And they are getting shot after shot. Even these centered balls just spread the field. It forces GameUp to create something on the fly. Maybe the passing lane isn't there. Please don't get burned. Zeto will thankfully recover on that one, but 10 seconds. Basically impossible at this point. Triple Trouble will survive the series. They'll win it 3-1.
They will take it. Stacks can breathe easy. So can Tadpole. Triple Trouble do take this one in a good fashion as well. A lot of offensive transitions. Everything seemed to work in their favor over the course of this series. Although GameUp did show some signs of life throughout, I want to say a little bit in game 1 and then in game number 3 where I believe they did take that one. A little bit worried here for them. But at the end of the day, Triple Trouble did pull through in the end. A little bit concerned for me, Spaceman, I won't lie, as like I said, Triple Trouble is a scrappy team. And although they do stay in and move on to round 5 from their performance here against this GameUp team, whoever they play is definitely going to come out with a lot more energy and a lot more threatening offense. And I'm kind of concerned. I don't know if they're ready for it.
Yeah, Daz, I don't think that was a cakewalk by any stretch. Like, that was a battle to the brink, right? And going into game 3, after that 1-0 lead, I was still kind of worried. You're sitting there thinking, okay, Triple Trouble has a lead, but they're playing really good defense, but they had really nothing on offense. They weren't transitioning the right way. They were losing some open hits, but you could say the same thing about GameUp, right? Just the awkward touches, the bad accuracy on some of their passes. I really think that if GameUp could go back in that series and work on the touches they had on some of those open hits, right? They were able to thread the ball through the defense, but there were so many times they were just off to the right. They were above the bar. They didn't play the backboard. They got an open touch that went awry. you need to work on accuracy. That could have saved them in that series. They probably would have won it should that have landed correctly on net. But man, Triple Trouble just scraping by. And I agree with you. I think that I'm a little bit worried for this team. Win is a win, sure, but it does not spell immediate success moving into the bracket.
Yeah, especially when you know some teams that are going to be in those round 5 matches are teams like Endpoint and Top Blokes.
Right.
Top Blokes just coming off of a grid win as well. And I'm telling you, this round 5 matchups, whenever we get them, it's going to be scary. It's going to be sweaty.
It's going to be scary. Yeah. Well, again, the conversation never ends here. If you guys would like to join our discussion, make sure you check out Rocket League Esports on Twitter. That's RLEsports. And also give some love to E-League TV. They do all the work here. And let us know using the hashtag RLCSX what you guys think about that series. Another 3-1. What do you think about Triple Trouble? Do you think they're in trouble or will they continue the hot streak? Well, it looked kind of interesting. Daz, closing thoughts on the series or on both of the matches we saw today?
You talk about that Dignitas series, S2V. That's quite
good.
The upset.
Yeah, they look good, man.
So going into this one or this next round I feel like we're in no shortage of quality matchups here. So glad that we're going to be able to see all of these. But yeah, these past couple of rounds have been telling for the European region, and we'll see how the day closes out.
No, they definitely have. And look, I think that, again, we get to that part of the Swiss bracket where games like this are going to be very back and forth, tug of war, chippy, scrappy. That's what you get. It's a middleweight fight. These teams are fighting for both position, vying for a chance further in the bracket, and they're proving that they have what it takes to continue forward. And that's what we get, right? Scrappy Rocket League. It's usually the most exciting. We don't really like to see blowouts, but man, both series we got today have really just been fun to watch, fun to talk over, and we had a great time, and I'm glad I got to do it with you. So without further ado, that's enough from us. Remember to join the conversation, and we'll throw it to a quick break. When we return, we'll have the desk back, break down some stuff, talk about more Rocket League and soccer ball. It's all good, and we'll see you in just a moment with more action.